Yeah, I think it's really important. I mean, gender equality is a massive issue in the film industry, and I think it's really important that we have a month to highlight that are talented, directors, DOPs, actresses, all across the board. And, the more we can highlight that and showcase what these people can do and how creative they are and the quality as well of what they produce, I think that's really important. But I also think we need to consider the fact that it's not just gender equality. There are a lot of issues in the film industry at these times. And a lot of prejudices which we kind of need to focus on and make sure we ourselves, make sure that doesn't happen on our film sets and we are aware of it. I draw a lot from my own personal experiences. My most recent short, which is called Mindless, which is screening in 2 days at Glasgow Film Festival, I actually worked in a care home for 6 years. Kind of growing up from kind of 15 to 21, so that really impacted on my life and how you kind of judge the care of the elderly. Kind of mixed psychological horror as well, so there's a twist on it, but I kind of try and draw on as much of my own experiences because I do think you can write what you know, and yeah, that's what I do. Well, I originally did a film theory degree at uni, and I kind of wanted to become an academic at first and write film theories and papers and dissertations on film theory and kind of make a living out of that. But I realised halfway through I didn't really want to be a film theorist because there was a lot of academic work and a lot of papers to write every year. But I was so fascinated with film, and I could read it well, I could pick it apart, that I decided to start making films because it's what I loved so much. So I started making short films a few years ago now, and yeah, it's stressful, it's super hard, but you love it at the same time. It's really hard to it's kind of an addiction. It's crazy, but you still do it anyway, Yeah, I mean, I think mine is really interesting because it was my fourth short, and I'd worked on 7 sets last year as AD, and they were all pretty stressful because obviously as an AD, you're running the set, you've got to be completely over everything, and I kind of did that anyway for my short films. But for Mindless, I was so prepped that it went pretty smoothly. Actually, it was actually really fun, and me and Nick had a lot of time to kind of have one-to-ones, explore them, really explore the character, what I wanted to be drawn out of it, and I kept the locations. It was one location over 2 days. So it's my best yet, I think, and organically as well. We took a lot from the characters and the stories and the setting, and it was pretty fine, to be fair. It wasn't as stressful as the other ones, but I think that's just because I'd kind of met every stress there possibly was, and it kind of doesn't stress me out anymore. Just got to get on with it, At the end of the day, you're the one paying for the film. You need to wrap on that last day. You need to make sure you get everything in the can, and that's what you focus on. I love horror, obviously, but I love British cinema. I love social realism, so that's why I kind of lean towards more psychological horror. So it's not going to be massive blood, guts, and gore and that kind of thing. It's a more in-depth story that will kind of leave you when you leave the cinema. It'll make you think about your views, your morals, what you consider the character to be, and how you view the character in the story, and who's kind of in the right or the wrong. It's never black and white. It's grey areas in between, and I kind of want to make in-depth films like that, and just really touch the characters and the audience and what can be drawn out of that, instead of just being quite splatterish and that kind of thing. Being Women in Horror Month, Andrea Arnold, absolutely love her, Cleo Bernard, Jane Champion, Jennifer Lynch, obviously, and I'm massive, I love British cinema, so I just think as long as we're getting a lot of funding, we're still progressing in our cinema as a country. I think that's always really important as well for us. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of hard for me to say from my point of view in the independent industry, because obviously there are different levels of the industry, and I'm not actually at the point where I get paid and I'm getting lots of producers and stuff on board to find me money. But from the independent stance, I think there is a much bigger push for gender equality, and there's a much bigger push, like I said, we're seeing a lot more crew, emerging, talented crew, of all different genders. It just really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as the talent is produced, as long as creation is produced and the talent is utilised, we're all kind of there to collaborate and make film. really, film should be genderless. It shouldn't matter, you know. It shouldn't matter in the credits who made it, who wrote it, who starred in it, and all this kind of thing. As long as you're all working together to produce something. I mean, independent cinema, I think there is a bigger surge, but yeah, I can't really say obviously on the higher, topper end because I'm not really part of that yet. Come back to me like 5 years maybe. But no, there is more of a surge in the independent sector, definitely. Well, my next short Mindless is premiering in 2 days at Glasgow Fright Fest, which is super fun. So I'm excited for that, and I've just finished writing a feature which I'm planning to shoot this year, half in Norway, half in the UK. And that's all I can say.
Really exciting.